shrouded land. On a tower I will stand. Eternity is just a drop of time. Cursed by love, cursed by you, bound to yearn for a heart untrue. I'm the darkness in your soul, I am the land beneath your feet. Come to me, come to me. With the dying of the light, it will be my time to rise. I'll be waiting for you till the stars don't shine. In this misty shrouded land, on the tower I will stand. Eternity is just a drop of time. Drop of time. Drop of time. All the walls of years worn down my soul. You'll be mine. You'll be mine. We will wait among the dead and both be whole. With the dying of the light, it will be my time to rise. I'll be waiting for you till the stars don't shine. In this misty shrouded land, on the tower I will stand. Eternity is just a drop of time. Drop of time.
Are you ready?
I was
Ready?
jamming out to the
Excellent.
song.
Perfect. Let's do this.
It did a weird
Welcome.
thing though. It skipped.
It skipped?
Did you like accidentally bump your record player?
No. No. I mean, it didn't
like,
skip for
play-
me, but
It played like the second verse sort of twice.
I
Sort of.
didn't catch that. Maybe it's just
Maybe,
a
but maybe
internet
it was
thing.
a Twitch thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. On my end, I don't see any drop frames or anything, so it looks like it went out fine. Anyways,
Okay,
welcome to Bardic Inspiration. My name is Dylan, and I am coming to you live from the Pacific Northwest. And I am joined by the Bard, Mr. Jason Charles Miller.
I like that.
What?
We figured it out. Calling
Yeah.
me the Bard.
Yeah,
I
you know,
did.
for the longest time when I was saying, and the talent, I'm like, that sounds kind of...
The
I
Bard's
was thinking
better.
about it like when you work in events and you're like, oh, that's the talent, and it's like you use it to categorize people. And I
Right.
was like,
It's
yeah,
such
that is
a
kinda,
yeah. It's like it's in an odd way. It's like off-putting in a strange way.
yeah, yeah. So
You know,
sorry about
y'all,
that.
You can't eat that. Can't eat the food at that table. That's for the talent.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Sorry.
mean?
30 episodes of getting it wrong, but we got it right now.
No, we got it right.
Anyways,
Hard work.
yeah, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. If everyone will notice, I have real wood behind me now. Made by Brad Bailey. So now nothing you see is fake. Everything you see is real.
And it sounds the acoustics in that space are so much nicer now too.
I think it is. Yeah. Well, and I also switched compressors though, so that might help, but we'll see. I'm excited though.
Yeah, yeah. Now, two things. One, we normally kick off each episode with the song from the previous week. However, we also, as you can tell, we have a title, Music for Monsters, but we do not have a specific topic for today. So while Jason is playing the song for Brib Steelmarrow, we will be running a poll. for during it. So, yeah.
Music of a monster.
Whenever you're ready, Jason, I will hit the button.
I think I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Magic metal in his bones, skin harder than the stone. Travels through the plains with his trusty blade. Test your swords against his high-brim bow will hold the line. He's always there to render aid. Mighty steep betwixt his thighs, takes his grip into the sky, yeah. Clash of metal, sound of thunder, smacks his foes asunder. He's still narrow, yeah. How's I have that feeling? He's still narrow, yeah. He aims to misbehave or put you in the grave. Bringing beasts to heal, no match for a man of steel. March from the darkness towards the light. Full of vigor, full of pride, brave the bash won't be denied. Making villains flee before his sight. Drawing armor from his skin, never reach deep to his skin, yeah. He broke deep within his soul, now hell is his goal. He's still narrow, yeah. How's I have that feeling? He's still narrow, yeah. He aims to misbehave and put you in that grave. You don't know, you don't know. You just go with the flow. He's still narrow, yeah. 'Cause I have that feeling. He's still narrow, yeah. He aims to misbehave and put me in that grave. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Was the sound good still?
The sound was good. Yeah, yeah. It seemed a little quieter at one point, but I just turned up the volume. So,
Okay, I can turn it up on my end too.
and Gelatinous Cubes won with 44% of the
Gelatinous
vote.
cube.
Yeah, followed by Mind Flayer, the Mimic, and the Demogorgon got last place. So I guess we're doing a song for Gelatinous Cubes.
Gelatinous cube. Nice. What a rube. Gelatinous cube.
Yeah, yeah. Do we do we have a genre idea for this?
Oh man, like lounge singer.
Yeah.
I can. You want me to turn my level up a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, that'll probably be good.
There you go. How's that?
Sounds good.
Any
How does it
difference?
sound with the guitar?
Let's check it really quick. Gelatinous cube. Gelatinous cube. How was that?
It sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm
Oh,
already in. Gelatinous cube. What the hell, guys? Really?
Alrighty.
I mean, I love gelatinous cubes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't want to run into one, but I'll put one in. I'll put one in a dungeon any day of the week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They, I mean, they're awesome. Clearly, they're super awesome. Somebody in chat's like, they're too passive of a threat for me. I'm like, yeah, but that's also about how your dungeon master uses them. Like, in all the key art, you can see them because they're like a light frosted blue or like this slimy looking green. But like the way that they're written in the lore, they're basically invisible unless they're eating something. So you don't see them coming. They're just kind of like this invisible.
You usually just run
threat.
into them.
Yeah, you run into it, and like when you're already half in something that is super acidic, it's a problem.
It's like, fancy running into you here, gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
They're usually like in the bottom of a pit, right?
Yeah.
Or they're like in a. I saw one nasty adventure where like you could get. There were two monsters with high fear as one of their powers.
Oh.
And then
they
would randomly run in a random direction, and then if you ran in this one direction, you'd run right into a gelatinous cube.
My most memorable gelatinous cube, aside from the one that we had built for PAX West that died on its way to PAX South, my most memorable one was in our Office Adventurers League game. We were given quests by a dude and his pet gelatinous cube. And he like had it in like a tank beside him, and it was full of the bones of his previous partner, and he had just kept it. Yeah, bits and blob.
Wow.
It was super dumb, but it was, I don't know, strangely memorable, and we like just kept working for him because it was.
That would be memorable to me for sure.
But yeah, gelatinous cubes. I mean, they scour dungeons and dungeon passages in silent, predictable patterns, leaving perfectly clean paths. Yeah, they consume living tissue, but nothing else. And I mean, what can I say? What kills a level 1 or 2 character more frequently than a gelatinous cube? Not many things.
Gelatinous cube, great! I just got this armor.
Yeah, and according to the Demonomicon of Igwilliv, also known as Tasha, its oozes are scattered fragments or offspring of the demon lord Jubilex, which kind of tracks in that Jubilex can control oozes, but
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it does track.
But yeah, I mean, what can we say? We can really go in any direction with this. Like,
don't be a rube. Look out for the gelatinous cube.
They don't make good lube, those gelatinous cubes. I don't know about that. I feel like that's not a direction we're going to go in. Too much acid.
No, and unfortunately, like, rube is the only decent rhyme with cube.
Yeah.
And even less rhymes with gelatinous.
Oh, man.
I mean,
yeah.
tube. There's tube.
Yeah, that's pretty limiting.
Yeah.
They're like, noob, dude.
Noob could work. Yeah, I guess dude. Yeah, I mean, we have some near rhymes. Enough near rhymes will work.
Yeah. Yeah, because all these rhymes listed on RhymeZone are another word with tube on the end.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. What do you got? What does chat? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think they love gelatinous cubes, but maybe didn't think through doing lyrics for them. Although maybe I didn't think it through and including it in the poll. It's just as much my fault. So, yeah.
I mean,
we could do it. It's about something cleaning a dungeon.
Yeah, we definitely keep the oob rhymes for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We definitely keep that for.
It could also be like the like just this. It could each verse could be the story of an adventurer falling prey to one. Like, what's that in the darkness? Is that a skull floating towards me? And then just like, oh god, it's the gelatinous cube. And if you saw that Pixar movie Onward, the gelatinous cube was definitely the best part.
You know, I didn't. Was it very D&D based?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I need to see that.
But they clearly didn't work with D&D and used all the stuff that is not IP owned specifically by D&D for it, because gelatinous cubes aren't. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean,
but
anything can be gelatinous and anything can be a cube. So
yeah.
I get it. But like there weren't beholders in there.
No,
were there?
no. The
They were called
only
eye monsters.
yeah the only D&D type monster in it was the gelatinous cube. Although there's like wizards and dragons and stuff. It was good. I don't know. I highly recommend it. I mean, if you like D&D, then it's hard not to enjoy the movie.
Okay, good. Well, I think we should call it like Slow Death.
Slow
something.
Death. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about a gelatinous cube named Slow Death.
Well, no, I mean that could be the name of the song, you know.
Okay. And the genre is speed metal.
No.
For Slow Death. Oh, Catch 23. The reason that Beholder wasn't on the list is because Jason already has a Xanathar song.
Upbeat folk like John Denver. That's pretty good, Gamer Mag. But we need to save Noob Tube Rube for the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also a good idea, Raid Skull.
A song about a gelatinous cube that cleans the dungeon, each verse about another monster in it. Maybe the song could be about how the gelatinous cube keeps trying to keep the dungeon clean, but monsters and adventurers keep dirtying the place up. Yeah, that's not bad. B-52. The DM tried to fatten us, and then I ran into something gelatinous.
Or flatten us, maybe. The DM tried to flatten us. That makes. Maybe it's like the Ballad of the Gelatinous Cube.
They don't have fur, they don't have scales, they don't have hands, they don't have tails. They're just cubes, gelatinous cubes. You know, that's my favorite suggestion so far. I'm going to keep that one.
Okay. That's good, Maggie. I just have to pick a style.
Ever wonder what it's like to find a death so slow? Your sword sinks in, your blood runs cold, because the cube begins to glow.
Yeah, do we make it about the cube that's cleaning, the cleaning cube?
I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah. So it's sort of like he's the unsung hero of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder why
Have you ever wondered why a dungeon is so clean?
Yeah, exactly. Like the paths are so easily chosen, and because the cube is the clean.
Have you ever wondered why a dungeon tends to have only one floor? Dungeon Roomba. I mean, that's basically what they are. Yeah.
Jerry, the gelatinous cube hero. Lauren, that's great.
Who the heck is Jerry?
And maybe I don't know who is Jerry.
Is that from something specific, Lauren?
Is that from another IP that we can't touch?
Have you ever wondered why a dungeon's so clean? Who maintains the place?
Does the cleaning routine.
Does the cleaning routine. See, now we're getting it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of, you know what it's making me think of is the narrative intro to Thriller. And then like having a narrative intro and then having the song sound nothing like that at all.
Have you ever wondered why the dungeon is so clean? I don't know, maybe. Yeah.
The unsung hero of the slime unseen who keeps the place pristine. See, Maggie by Numbers is getting it.
Gelatinous cube. Can I do this?
Oh, you can do whatever. I'm just taking some of the stuff that's already been written and trying to put it together.
Do you ever wonder why a dungeon falls so clean? Who maintains this place and keeps it all pristine?
Let's keep the cube part.
Keeping it.
Yeah, let's keep the cube for the chorus.
Yeah.
Did you ever wonder why this dungeon floor's so clean? Who maintains this place, keeping it all pristine?
And then let's talk more about a little bit more about like how you can,
Yeah.
Why there's no dust, why your rogue can seek unseen, like why you're like all the things that you shouldn't be. There's no rubble. There's no like all the things that should be in the way when you go into a dungeon, and somehow miraculously they're all not there.
That was one of the things I really liked about the Tomb of Annihilation dungeon. Not that there was gelatinous cubes in it, but they actually had like these undead dwarf constructs that were just running around maintaining it constantly, like building things and like fixing things in parts of it.
Oh wow. Were they undead or were they like?
I'm pretty sure they were undead. I would check my Tomb of Annihilation book, but it's been at my DM's house for like 3 years. I didn't pick it up last year, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a dungeon maintenance in it, which I was like, whoa, that never happens.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it right here, actually. Do you remember where it was? I mean, I guess
Oh gosh.
I'll look it up later. We're trying to write a song.
Yeah.
I don't want to get distracted. Oh, Lauren's looking it up for us. There's no trip hazards here. You can run without a care. That's from Skiboo. There's no debris in here. That's good. No debris in here. You can sneak without a care.
There it is. Withers, Asarak's undead custodian, oversees the undead maintenance crew that keeps the tombs, traps, in working order. To assemble that team, Asarak abducted dwarf miners and transformed them into whites to exploit their expertise at underground construction. And so, yeah, they're just kind of like in there, keeping it all running.
Wow, Withers.
Yeah. God, we annihilated that dungeon so bad when we got there.
Withers!
Killed everything. Yeah, even the things we didn't have to kill. Plus, there's a room with like hundreds of phylacteries in the end of the tomb, and we just took them all and chucked them into the lava. Like, spent the time to make sure that we destroyed everything. There are no trip hazards here. The path is always clear. Here we go.
Okay. Pavel has a good one. There's no debris in here. Or there's no... You could still do... There's no trip hazards here. You can sneak without a care. Only clean, shining stone and treasures everywhere.
Oh, that's so good. Nice one, Pavel Z. Or Z Pavel Z.
Z
Pavel?
Pavel
Just
Z.
Pavel? Aziz? Aziz, more light!
Thank you, Aziz.
Are you German? Yeah. Okay, there's no debris in here. You can sneak without a care. Only clean, shining stone and treasures everywhere. Treasure everywhere.
Do you ever wonder why this dungeon floor so clean? Who maintains this place? keeping it all pristine. There's no debris in here. You can sneak without a care. On a clean, shining stone, and treasure everywhere. And then we'll go to another place there.
Not a single cobweb and not a speck of dust. The silver all looks polished and the iron's free of rust. That's a really nice. That's good. Yeah. Keep that one, Catch 23. Lobster of Death is a good name, by the way.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I think our second game notification went out because people started typing in code again.
Yeah, I guess it did. And we got like 100 more people in here.
Yeah.
Hello, we're writing a song about a gelatinous cube. Don't mind us.
Yeah.
Or do and join the party. Gelatinous cube. Gelatinous cube. Wait, where was the line? Where was that line that we liked? The new one.
Oh, not a single cobweb, not a speck of dust. That one.
Yeah, throw that in there in the notes. I mean, we could right now be writing the definitive song about gelatinous cubes. We need to take this really seriously, chat.
Yeah.
This could be bigger than you know. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You know, the gelatinous cube market is basically untapped at this point. And if we get this right, the sky's the limit.
Yeah. Just beware they're vulnerable to cold in shipping.
Right, yep.
Oh. Always feel bad thinking about that one. Can we make an NFT? No.
Oh, God.
That fad is going to die as soon as people realize that digital things could be copied forever.
Yeah.
But there's a blockchain.
Yeah, but it'll have a serial number on it.
So? Do they understand what digital goods are? Yeah. Although kudos to the comic artist who made like millions of dollars selling original pages and stuff. Like, there's some neat stuff that's happened with it, but that's a fad if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, just like the internet. It's a fad.
I always think back to that Jay and Silent Bob movie where they're explaining what the internet is to Jay and Silent Bob, and he's like, yeah, it's where people talk about movies and share pornography with each other. That's what the internet is. That's all it is.
Right, yeah.
Oh, man. Alrighty. Not a single cobweb and not one speck of dust.
You can still hear me, right?
Oh, yep. The silver all looks polished and the iron's free of rust. The internet is really, really great. Hey, I love the internet. I've been spending too much time on it since I got access. This is a love song. Gelatinous cube. In the right lighting, you look kind of cute.
Nah, I mean, you know. No, I think it needs to be. I mean, I think that it can definitely be a love letter to the gelatinous cube, but not in a romantic way, but in like a respect way.
I feel like the next line should be about, because these first bunch of lines kind of read like the thoughts of the adventurers in this place, and they're like discussing like, why is this place so clean? I feel like the next lines need to be about noticing something, some cube-like behavior, like why is that like skull and sword floating down the hallway towards us? And then we go into a chorus about the gelatinous cube. And then the next lines can be about being eaten by the gelatinous cube.
Yeah, definitely. Like verse 2 can be about being eaten by it, but I'm with you.
We call this cube jam because jelly doesn't shamble that way.
So not a single cobweb, not one speck of dust, the silvarlish polish, and the iron's free of rust. We'll save that for later.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we're at the point where we need to do something that goes into the chorus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this down here with these lines.
Oh, pristine.
The chorus could be stuck on you, right?
Stuck on you. Stuck on you. I got this feeling down deep in my soul. Right. Don't get me started on some Lionel Richie now.
Gelatinous cube.
The rogue sees something shiny. He takes off down the hall. He slows down really sudden, and he's run into a wall. Like he's run into a wall. Oh, yeah, that's great. Who came up with that?
Catch 23.
Nice.
Who also came up with the not a single cobweb section.
Great. Something shiny takes off down the hall. Okay, we need to fix that third line. The rogue sees something shiny, takes off down the hall, slows run into a wall, gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube. Oh boy, the rogue sees everywhere. The rogue sees something shiny, staggers, then he stops. Yeah, but then we need something to rhyme with wall because that line's too good. Down the hall, the rogue sees something shining, takes off down the hall. Suddenly he stops, like onto a wall.
Suddenly he stops like he's run into a wall. Does that work?
Folks see something shining, takes all down the hall, and suddenly he stops like he's running to a wall. Gelatin is cute. Gelatin is cute.
I actually really like that as a chorus because it's
Yeah, no, me
it's
too.
the right
I'm
amount
not
of silly.
even, I like.
Yeah.
I know I was joking at first, but I mean, let's take it home. Let's be funny.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we, gave no F's about "You Could Be My Dragon Queen" and went for funny, and it turned out amazing. So, who knows?
But I feel like there's like it's almost it's still kind of loungy though. Like I hear like the beat. I hear like. Boom. Suddenly he stops. Yep. Sorry, just making it more fit on the page.
No worries. Unsung Hero of the Dungeon and my all-time favorite ooze, huh?
All down the hall. Suddenly he stops like he's running to a wall. Gelatin is cute. Gelatin is cute. Yeah, I think that kind of works. So, I'm using some of the chords from the verse, but the melody's different, so it still kind of works. Let me try that much up to the end of the chorus. See if people like it.
Quietening myself.
dungeon floor so clean? Who maintains this place, keeping it all pristine? There's no debris in here. You can sneak without a care. Only clean, shining stone and treasure everywhere. The rogue sees something shiny, takes off down the hall. And suddenly he stops like he's running to a wall. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube. Unsung hero of the dungeon, and my all-time favorite ooze.
You're laughing a lot, so that's good.
Yeah, I think it's great.
And were my sorry, I know I keep asking this, and it's probably a bummer, but are my levels fine?
Yeah, it sounds good.
That new compressor.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. I turned it up a bit, and it's yeah. Zoom's handling it a lot better. So
Good.
Sounds good to me.
Garawar, come on, man. See, I even called you by your. I've been calling Garawar Garahar for like, I don't know, 9 months.
Yeah, quite a while for sure.
Garwahar. Garwahar usually is what I say. So I do the W.
I feel like there needs to be another gelatinous cube at the
I
end.
add an H. Yeah, I know, tough crowd. That's fine.
My all-time favorite ooze, gelatinous cube.
You're right. I mean, they are right. Ooze, here's the thing. Because there's also gray ooze, which is not a gelatinous cube.
That's true.
In D&D, right? So there are oozes. So maybe we should, I mean, we're in the chorus. We've got rube and tube and noob. Maybe we should try something else. A more direct. I like Unsung Hero of the Dungeon. Yeah, I was thinking that, Mela, but I mean, it could also be funny. We could say something about lube as long as it's like PG-13, like cleaning lube or something.
Something goes here.
Killer of noobs, you know what I mean? Unsung Hero of the Dungeon and my all-time killer and my favorite killer of noobs.
The hero of the dungeon and killer of the noobs.
Killer of the noobs. Keeps the hinges lubed. I feel like it would.
It's acidic, so no. Would you lube something with Jello? Come on. And I don't just mean for wrestling.
Unsung Hero of the Dungeon and Exterminate. What if, can we do this? Unsung Hero of the Dungeon and Exterminator of the Noobs. I could sing that. So be like, Unsung Hero of the Dungeon and Exterminator of the Noobs. Gelatinous cube. Gelatinous cube. Gelatinous cube. Unsung hero of the dungeon and exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube. I mean, I dig it.
Yeah, I think it works. I don't even think he needs and just exterminator of the noobs works great.
Exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube. I don't know. I think Exterminator sings pretty well.
It does. It better than I thought it was going to when it was written in.
Unsung hero of the dungeon, exterminator of the noobs, gelatinous cube.
I would like to say and Exterminator because I could sing it. And exterminate because it leads to da na na da na 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 na.
I mean, you're the bard. If it sings better, then that's the way to go.
See, I like that so much better. If you say you're the bard, then you say you're the talent. Because also that implies that you're not talented, and you totally are. If I'm the
in some
talent,
ways, yeah, sometimes.
you know what I mean? And you are very talented.
A whole bunch of the shows I worked on got nominated for TTRP GIF awards. God.
Wait, what now?
TTRP GIFs is doing a bunch of awards.
Yeah.
And Idol Champions Presents has been nominated. Champions of Psychology has been nominated. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. It's cool. And like
So
tons of
basically,
people
every show,
a whole bunch of shows with Dr. B and B Dave, essentially.
I was gonna say every show but Bardic Inspiration got nominated, right?
This is fine.
That's usually the way it goes.
They're focused on TTRPG shows for the most part.
Yeah, I mean
so.
we're not. So yeah, we're certainly not a TTR.
Yeah. So basically, if Obo Lauren is on it, B Dave is on it, or Dr. B is on it, the chances of being nominated were high.
I'm looking at the link right now.
Yeah, it's super cool though. I'm glad they're doing it.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah.
Why
Shout out
would
to
you
them.
link a video to me, Lauren, when we're in the middle of a show?
Yeah, and it's really cool. They did a good job of getting people in the online TTRPG space from all over the world to do the nominations categories and talk about stuff. Like, it's pretty awesome. Shout out.
Oh, it's a whole thread of links? Okay.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Anyways, I did end up watching the whole video of nominations and explanations, and it's how I want to say it was like 20 minutes or half an hour long or something. So, yeah, it takes some time, but it's cool.
It's great.
Plus, you get to acknowledge people who are doing cool stuff.
I didn't even know there were I didn't even know there were awards for that.
I think this is the first time they're doing it. Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah. Like one of the categories is most evil game master, which of course both B Dave and Todd are nominated for.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and Garahar did one of the category nominations.
Congrats, Garahar.
Yeah. So you have to listen to the calming presence of Garahar as he explains it. It's super good. Anyways.
Oh, so the awards are out. They had the show already?
There's voting for a bunch of them, but the ones that Garahar God, now I'm saying it wrong. The ones that Garahar said are winners. That one was the Community and Safety Tool Awards.
Sweet.
Yeah, Champions of Psychology, which had a emotionally powerful and brilliant episode earlier today, as Dr. B did a live AMA and discussion talking about autism.
Wow,
it was really good. It was an intense listen for late morning, but it was really, really good.
Yeah.
Super proud of them for doing it, and shout out to Dr. B for taking that on to have that discussion. Yeah, it's a good show. I'm glad it exists. I'm proud to be a part of it.
I'm happy for everybody.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
These are the eyes of disarray. We can't use outright lyrics from other songs. These are the eyes of disarray. Would you even care? Yeah, love that song. Okay, so let's get into this. Gelatinous Cube, unsung hero of the dungeon and exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous Cube. Do we want to go right into this?
What's up, DeMarco Draw?
I feel like you ever wonder what it's like to find a Death So Slow is going to be late in the song. Like that's the bridge between the second to last chorus and the last chorus is going to be that part. Probably something like that.
Yeah, I was like I was just going. I wasn't even thinking about it, but we weren't working on the song, so I was just.
Yeah.
My fingers were daydreaming. How about that?
Yeah.
And I feel. All right.
Not a single combat, and not one speck of dust. The silver all looks polished, the iron is free of rust. And the iron is free of rust.
Let me just add the in so I can sing it like that.
The iron is.
Because the way it would go.
And treasure everywhere, the iron is free of dust.
Okay.
Rolling land is cute. Land is cute.
Stumble in the path of that not so friendly cleaning gel. Unless you want to face its wrath, you'd better run like hell.
Yeah, put that down and let's see how we can fit that into the pattern. That actually could be the second pre-chorus, maybe. Can you throw that on the screen really quick before we lose it?
Oh, I have another doc that I'm also putting stuff in. I gotta take the Twitch formatting out before I pop it over to the Google Doc, or else it.
If you stumble in the path, oh, that not so friendly jail. Unless you want to face its wrath, better run like hell. Gelatinous cube.
I'm having fun.
So this, I feel like we need something right here. We need another one right in there.
We do.
Yeah. Not so friendly jail.
Ooh, your plans are null and void thanks to that slippery cuboid.
Oh, wow.
See, this is why we do this show. For moments like that, even if it doesn't make it in the song, this is why we do what we do.
You better run like hell. Gelatinous cube.
Is it? I'm glad that it's inspiring for you, Pavel.
Gelatinous cube.
catacombs in which they roam.
Zirian Z, I may have to inflict a cube on my players very soon. I have 2 ideas for players, for DMs, GMs to mess with their players with gelatinous cubes. One, find a way to make them fly.
The cubes?
Whether
Or
they're
the
falling on
players?
people or flying or they're being moved telekinetically. Either way, that's just a problem. And another one is something that I've been working on for a few years, just kind of like doing bits of it at a time, but a dungeon that is basically a factory to make gelatinous cubes, but you have to go through it while it's off and turn it on to get back out again. So it's just like conveyor belts and like molds and like chutes that cubes drop out of, and just
Sick.
yeah, it's like the scene of that droid factory at the end of Attack of the Clones, except good.
Right.
And fun for the people involved. Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah. Alrighty. The corridor is 10 feet tall and also 10 feet wide. There's no place for you to go. There's no place left to hide.
There's no place left to hide.
Let's try that.
Not a single combat, and not one speck of dust. The silver all looks polished, the iron is free of rust. The corridor is 10 feet tall, and strangely 10 feet wide. There's no place for you to go, there's no place left to hide. If you stumble in the path of that not so friendly jail, unless you want to face its wrath, you better run like hell. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube, the unsung hero of the dungeon. And it's still been made out of news. Gelatinous cube.
The necromancer's castle didn't smell of rotten death, not a zombie to be seen, not a goal with putrid breath. Death Lord and his pristine, shiny skeleton. He summoned many gelatins.
Yeah,
I mean, we could do a third verse. It's pretty short. But I wouldn't do a third pre-chorus. I would just do a third verse and then go right into the chorus.
We've been kind of been singing about a dungeon the whole time, Henry Lowenwind.
We could still use some of this, though,
many
I think.
Death Lord likes his pristine, shiny skeletons.
Here's my question. DMs, help me out here. Or players. So, zombies have more hit points, and I think a better armor class than skeleton. So if you're a fledgling necromancer or cleric raising the dead and making undead, why would you bother to clean them? Why wouldn't you just make them all zombies? I'll look for your answers in the chat.
I mean, aren't zombies a like a magical curse that just like zombies bite people and they make more zombies?
No, it's not a curse. I mean, if you're
They're just saying the smell. Zombies stink, which is fair.
Sometimes you only have a skeleton to work with.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
You imagine a necromancer like makes the zombie go like sit in a vat of acid until it's a skeleton and then marches it out afterwards. Or they just have a gelatinous cube there and they just march the zombie through it and the skeleton comes out the other side.
Skeletons are faster. Okay.
Yeah, the skeletons tend to have armor and stuff too, right?
Not necessarily. You have to make skeletons before you make zombies. I thought you could make them at the same time. As soon as you got that spell. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Animate dead. That's the spell I was thinking of. Oh, sure, I understand that. And honestly, like I think, you know, bad stats make good RP, right? If you're playing D&D, it's fun to play a character with 4 intelligence and having to
Not a zombie to be seen.
figure that out.
Nor a ghoul with putrid breath.
Are you working below where I can't see you?
I'm just trying to deconstruct this thing, so I have it pasted and copied and pasted a whole bunch of times, and I'm trying to work on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you put it below so I can see? Okay, great.
Yeah, there's the block of text, and then here's the lines.
I mean, I'm with you. If we're do we want to go somewhere else? Because we're back.
Yeah, I think like we've just been focused on the unsung hero of the dungeon, right? So going into someone's castle or in another location just doesn't really make sense, I think, for the song.
Yeah.
Not that the lyrics are bad; they're good. There's some really good stuff in here. The necromancer's castle didn't smell of rotten death. Not a zombie to be seen, nor a ghoul with putrid breath. The Death Lord likes his pristine, shiny skeletons. To make this a reality, he summoned many gelatins. I do like the part, so when you fight the undead hordes with silver as it be, you better tread with care, or soon you'll be meeting the gelatinous cubes. Yeah. Yeah, we've also used the word dungeon several times already, so it's kind of it's in the chorus and it's in the first line, so I'm loath to use it again. The doors shut tight behind us, the wretched thing advances. The only way is to go through. We'll have to take our chances. crypts instead of dungeons. What are we trying to make now? You have a line above all this. Yeah, I haven't been working.
We kind of do, but I want to.
We want to use some of this.
Ever wonder what it's like to find a death slow so your sword sinks in, your blood runs cold? As the cube. Does the cube glow? Is that real?
So that's kind of an inconsistent thing. It's something that in every art that depicts a gelatinous cube, yes.
The cube begins
they're
to
all
flow.
but transparent, hard to spot until it attacks. A cube that is well fed can be easier to spot since its victim's bones, coins, and other objects can be seen suspended inside the creature. So they're transparent most of the time and translucent some of the time. Yeah.
That's true. Depends on what he ate for lunch.
Yeah.
So it sticks.
But yeah, I don't think it actually glows from that.
Taco Bell gelatinous cube.
Oh, gross. As if Taco Bell wasn't disgusting enough.
Wait, does Taco Bell sponsor this show? Okay, good.
Yeah, all right. Hey. Alrighty, so ever wonder what it's like to find a death so slow? Let's see, rhyme zone.
We actually have a little bit too much there. Oh, what are you writing as you sink in? You sink in.
I don't like it digests.
You sink in.
Into its hungry depths you go. Okay, I like that. Alright, that's something we can work on that.
It's hungry depths you go. That's one where we kind of need. Actually, what if we said? To die a death. Wait, what did we say before?
Find.
I think find's better. Die a death seems a little.
Die a death. Yeah.
I think we've got too many syllables there. So it sinks in. So it sinks in. And all we have is da na na na. You can feel it burn. Actually, it could be as simple as you're sinking into its hungry depths you go.
Like that, as you're sinking into its hungry depths. You go.
Like, yeah. Do you ever wonder what it's like? Find it down so slow as you're sinking into its hungry depths you go. Because we don't have that much real estate. That's about all we've got for that line. Yeah, boo, wonder what it's like. Find it down so slow as you're sinking into its hungry depths you go. Your body is engulfed, drowning in the slime. Then you know it's your time.
Its acid eats away at you.
Your body is engulfed, drowning in the slime. Its acid eats away at you. All the time.
Dissolving you in time.
Can a ranger tame a cube? I don't think so, because a cube doesn't have...
The int is way too low. Which is to say,
Yeah.
I think their int is like, what, 2 or 1 or something?
Mm.
1. Yeah. So they cannot act beyond instinct. So, I mean, you could tame it in the sense that if you're constantly luring it and keeping it fed so it doesn't just dissolve you.
It should be actually its acid eats away, dissolving you over time. Its acid eats away, dissolving you over time. If we like that. I think we do.
I think it's fun. We need another part, I think, don't we? Or are we going back
I want
into
to go right to the chorus there, because we have enough pre-choruses. Like, the song's kind of long now. I think it's gonna work.
Okay.
Hold on. Cube.
Unsung hero of the dungeon.
Yeah, and actually we'll get rid of that part because it'll go right into it. We are green. Let's give it a shot.
All right, let's do this.
Do you ever wonder why this dungeon dungeon floor so clean? Who maintains this place, keeping it all pristine? There's no debris in here, you can sneak without a care. Only clean shining stones and treasure everywhere. Rogue sees something shiny, takes off down the hall, and suddenly he stops like he's running to a wall. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube, unsung hero of the dungeon, an exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube. There's not a single cobweb, not one speck of dust. Silver all looks polished, the iron is free of rust. The corridor is 10 feet tall, strangely 10 feet wide. There's no place for you to go, there's no place left to hide. If you stumble in the path of that not so friendly jail, unless you want to face its wrath, you better run like hell. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube, unsung hero of the dungeon, an exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube. Ever wonder what it's like to find a death so slow? If you're sinking into its hungry depths you go, your body is engulfed, drowning in the slime. Its acid eats away, dissolving you over time. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube, unsung hero of the dungeon, an exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube, unsung hero of the dungeon, an exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube. It might be good for that second chorus to change the last two lines so we don't double unsung hero of the dungeon, exterminator of the noobs. One more, we do one other thing, and it might be funny to do the third verse spoken.
Oh, what? Ever wonder what it's like?
So, yeah. Ever wonder what it's like to find a death so slow? As you're sinking into its hungry depths you go. Your body is engulfed, drowning in the slime. Its acid eats away at you, dissolving you over time. Gelatinous cube. Yeah, I want to try that.
Okay.
I definitely want to try that. Yeah, maybe we could go back to my all-time favorite ooze. It would be funny to do that for the end.
And could we do one of the, instead of unsung hero of the dungeon, could we say one other thing too?
Yeah, what do we want to put here?
It doesn't have to rhyme with anything, so it can kind of be anything.
Could put custodian of the dungeon.
Maybe you don't mention the dungeon this time. We could rhyme with dungeon. What rhymes with dungeon? What rhymes with dungeon? Fungible token, non-fungible token, NFT. Yeah.
4 results. And you know what? Some of those aren't words. Let's be honest.
Yeah, dungeon doesn't have too much. Bludgeon, bunion, cleaner of my bunions.
Dim of wit and function.
Saving us from things being pungent. Corruption. Interruption.
Well, we could just change unsung hero. We don't have to change of the dungeon. It could be like silent terror of the dungeon or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we could do that. Yes, silent terror of the dungeon.
Yeah. Or yeah, what else would work? Let's see, what else can I think of here? I mean, silent terror of the dungeon's not bad, but
I like silent. What if it's like silent secret of the dungeon?
silent cleaner.
Hmm?
Silent cleaner of the dungeon.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Okay. You were not planning this interruption. Gurgling horror of consumption. Gurgling horror.
That's a different monster.
Polyhedron of consumption. Oh, man.
Polyhedron of consumption? That's kind of hilarious.
That's actually really clever. Does that work? Polyhedron of consumption. You know what? Catch 23, I think. That's kind of clever, which is the best kind of clever. It's better than silent cleaner of the dungeon.
Although a polyhedron is typically more than 6. Is 6 a polyhedron?
Let's get a definition.
Okay, yeah, I guess
It's
technically
just a 3-dimensional shape, technically. Okay.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We got to do it.
Yeah, in geometry, a polyhedron, plural polyhedra or polyhedrons, is a 3-dimensional shape with flat polygonal faces, straight edges, and sharp corners or vertices. Yeah. So, literally every type of die is technically a polyhedron. So, okay. It doesn't very specifically refer to one. Yeah. Every D6 is a polyhedron. Not every polyhedron is a D6. Yeah, I like it. Let's do it. That's a D&D reference and a size shape reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfecto.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right. It's time for real. Yeah, I want to do that talk.
You got a minute to talk about gelatinous cubes?
Yeah.
Have you wondered how terrible it would be to die so slowly? Slowly engulfed for all time. It's like when the C-3PO is describing to you what death in the Sarlacc pit's gonna be like.
Slowly dissolved over 1,000 years.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Boba Fett was like, hell no, I'm out of here. But I think
they did a good job of Tamura Morrison's like scars after that. Just like covered, just like he looked like he got melted. Anyways,
well,
I'm ready when you are.
Digested. All right. Here we go. Do you ever wonder why this dungeon floor so clean? Who maintains this place, keeping it all pristine? There's no debris in here. You can sneak without a care. Only clean, shining stone and treasure everywhere. The rogue sees something shining, takes off down the hall, and suddenly he stops like he's running to a wall. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube. Unsung hero of the dungeon and exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube. Not a single cobweb, not one speck of dust. The silver all looks polished and the iron is free of rust. The corridor is 10 feet tall and strangely 10 feet wide. There's no place for you to go, there's no place left to hide. If you stumble in the path of that not so friendly jail, unless you want to face its wrath, you better run like hell. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube. Unsung hero of the dungeon and exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube. Ever wonder what it's like to find a death so slow? As you're sinking into its hungry depths you go. Your body is engulfed, drowning in the slime. Its acid eats away at you, dissolving you over time. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube. Unsung hero of the dungeon and exterminator of the noobs. Gelatinous cube, gelatinous cube. Polyhedron of consumption and my all-time favorite ooze. Gelatinous cube.
Oh man, that spoken word part makes it.
That's
That's so good.
I almost screwed up because I saw the people talking about the spoken word and it cracked me up. Yes.
Oh man, yeah, that was really wonderful.
It's like one of those old Johnny Cash songs or something where he just
Let me tell you a story
Manning,
about a boy
Mr.
named Sue.
Stockham.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Was I loud enough during the smoking part? I pulled the guitar back.
It was good.
Okay.
It was good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have hurt to be louder, but it still sounded. It came in really clear and it sounded good.
Okay, good.
At this point, I'm just thinking. I'm like, okay, what do we? Should we poll people for what we want to do next episode, or do we want to decide it at the beginning, or decide
Let's
it over
poll
the week?
them. Let's poll them so we have time to
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we want to do a monster again? There are a lot of monsters that we haven't done.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Why not?
Which other D&D monster?
We should dedicate Gelatinous Cube to Eric for his birthday.
Yeah, it's Eric's birthday today, by the way. Happy
His
birthday,
birthday
Eric.
today. So
Yeah.
Gelatinous Cube is for Eric. Not that has any, it's just maybe he likes gelatinous cubes. I don't know.
Any suggestions for songs? For monsters?
Key of Rock.
I'm trying to remember Key of Rock so we can finally play it. Well, we did we did say polyhedron of consumption.
Yeah, that was a good one. Alrighty, so let's see. I see mimics. I'm gonna add mimics.
I don't know how I feel about what you just wrote, Catch 23.
Mimics, mind flayers.
Oh, mimic would be fun.
Yeah. Is it between mimics and mind flayers? You know what? Actually, mimics and mind flayers were pretty close in that poll. They were close second and third, and Demogorgon was pretty far behind. So let's do this poll between mimics or mind flayers for the next song. What do you think? Yeah. Alrighty. Starting the poll now. So yeah, that poll's live. We'll see how that goes. Mimic's off to an early lead. I think people would want a song about mind flayers. There's so much depth there about illithids and like brains being eaten and time travel and spell jamming.
I know,
and all kinds of
yeah.
other stuff. Whereas mimics are like, yo, I look like a box. Oh, I look like a chair. Yeah, mind flayers are so interesting. Yeah, I think my favorite fact about them is so because aboleths have perfect genetic memory and all aboleths can remember everything back to the dawn of creation, back to before there were deities that they had to worry about. They are terrified of mind flayers because mind flayers showed up and they have no idea where they came from. They just showed up. And the reason is that mind flayers are the omega. They are the dominant life form at the end of existence, and in order to escape that collapsing reality, they traveled back to now, and we have to deal with them. I don't know. I think all that stuff's super neat. Whereas mimics don't really have a lot of depth to them. Like they're fun and interesting, I guess, but like, what's the lore of a mimic? They're pseudopods.
It could be anything you want it to
things.
be, I guess.
Yeah. So, anyways. Oh, Mimic's way ahead, though. Okay, somebody in chat, Zarian saying, the ranger in my group loves to listen at doors for changers, so I made the door into a mimic and they got their head stuck to it. That's pretty funny. I nearly killed my players with a mimic that was a table because they were convinced that the chairs were mimics. And they were, but they didn't realize that the table was also a mimic. It was great.
And a mimic can choose to not attack also.
Yeah. They're not that bright though, so like chances are they're going to. You stick to it. It's And the only hint I gave them was that the kids in that room were like, that furniture is not supposed to be there. Anyways,
I think I've got Key of Rock finally. I know people have been asking for that forever. That one was almost on volume 1. We had a couple of almosts.
Torgar. When did we do it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Episode 7. Oh, that takes us back. Yeah. I'm headed down the road to find
the
key.
chair laughed.
Mimics. All right. Mimics it is.
So we're mimicking.
Yeah, next week is Mimics. Actually, next week it might not be, but next time we need a topic, it's Mimics.
Oh, okay.
I need to double check. I think I might have already lined up a guest for next week, but I can't remember. I'll have to look afterwards.
Yeah, we'll need to figure that out one way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this. You ready?
Yeah. Key of Rock time?
Yeah, it's Key of Rock time.
Sweet. Muting.
I'm headed down the road to find the key of rock. You know this is my path, there ain't no way to stop. This is what I'm training for, the key to open every door. And if you block my way, I'm gonna make you drop. I'm not one for talk, but you can read my fist. I'll throw a kick or two if you don't get the gist. Or I'll use my golden palm if that don't make you calm. You know my key explosions, well they never miss. Whoa, until you jump mine. Well, the key of rock resides. No one will be left behind. When the key flows, it's gonna be on time to rock. Traveling the world from one to different things. Underdog, come here and I am down your vein. Teaching the evil hand way, making evil do us pain. Keeping their road safer every single day. Oh, empty and your mind. Where the key of rock resides. No one will be left behind. Where the key flows, it's gonna be on time to rock. I can feel the spirit of keep burning up in me. Even with my blindfold on, that spirit helps me see. Following my senses to embrace my destiny. The key of rock is unlocked, mine to be free. Oh, empty and your mind. Well, the key of rock resides. No one will be left behind. Where the key flows, it's gonna be on time to rock.
Yeah.
You know, I was realizing while listening to how long it's been since I'd last heard that one. We haven't done that one since probably the beginning of episode 8.
We might, yeah. Why? Because we did it episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably haven't done it. That riff is tough to play. I got to practice that one. Even it's so simple. It's just. But there's something about like. I don't know. Sometimes the simplest riffs are the hardest to keep the rhythm going on.
Yeah. You know another one we haven't done in a long time. I'm not going to ask you to do it right now because you might not remember it, the riff, but the Caddy Ree one, She's a Knockout.
Right. She's a knockout. Gonna knock you out. Yeah. Give me a week. Give me a week to remember that one too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me check it though. Let me see what we got here.
Yeah. When I first saw her, she was breaking some bones, auburn hair, and fist made of stone, busting heads, all on her own. Whoa, whoa. That one. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, all else fails, add in a whoa or two. What episode is that?
Episode 16.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of the chords are in there. Anyways.
Yeah, I definitely have to listen to that one first. It's not in my.
I was just looking at these other ones. Well, I mean, we're 32 songs in now, so.
I know.
Yeah.
Not to mention the other hundreds of songs I've written in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far off are you from volume 2? That depends on you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at the very least we should have 40 episodes before we try to pick another set of songs, because we had 20 episodes before we picked our first set.
True. And that doesn't mean we won't pick one from the first 20 either.
Yeah. There's a couple in there that were so close. You know, like "Won't You Be My Friend." See, was a pretty last second cut from that one.
If we wanted to do that one eventually, you think we could?
I think so. Yeah. We could even do 2 versions of it. Do one with you singing and one with Hope singing, or something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. She lives in LA, right?
Yeah. She works at Fonco.
Yeah, so I can even have her come over to the studio.
Yeah, and she can sing, which I think that helps.
And it's pretty high, so she'd probably be able to sing it no problem. Like, I don't think it's going to be too low for her. Yeah. Someone requested the Melf song. I'm down with that one.
I really like that one. Yeah, Melf's Mighty March.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really good lore stuff in there. I love that Luke's like, well, yeah, Morden Kanan was his mentor, and he like was doing this stuff with the Circle of Eight. It's like, you know, all those characters are dead in canon now, right? Like, nobody else could do that because you did that playing decades ago, and like those stories have gone on, and those characters are all gone except for Morden Kanan. Yeah,
cool. That's pretty awesome. But I mean, he was there when his dad was creating it.
Yeah. I mean, he just tells it like, he's like, yeah, I was playing with my dad and this is what we were doing. And it's like, yeah, but that was a Tuba Horrors before anybody had played it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like
the guy that came up with the Beholder like lived across the street.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
I know Hope doesn't work at Funco. She works at Fonco.
For my friend Fawn.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, and also can't talk about anything she works on at Fonco because it's all under NDAs. So,
Fawn always posts these vague pictures of like something really cool.
Yeah,
because this part isn't a secret. They have one of those Unreal Engine screens at Fonco. You know, like where the volume instead of filling. What's that?
They called the prototype of it the Volume, the one that they built for the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
but that technology will be everywhere by now because they have version 2 or 3.0 for the Star Wars stuff now. And why wouldn't people build those? Like,
so cool
digital sets that you can replace the lighting and background and skies and stuff like instantly. Like, let's make it night. Okay, click. You know, like stuff's incredible.
I know.
Yeah.
It makes and it looks so much better than CG on a green screen because like the person's standing there, so
Yeah.
there is depth to it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That's really cool.
I'd be very curious to see what, because they have to merge that with digital technology, right? Because the camera, the backgrounds in it are determined by where the camera is pointed, and so everything kind of shifts around based on that. And so if you're not looking at it from the camera perspective, the backgrounds keep flailing around in awkward ways. But it's just based
That's
on
interesting.
it's maintaining the proper perspective for the special effects for the camera.
Where can you see that? In one of the
in-
Mandalorian behind the scenes, do they have that?
The season 1 mini doc series they did, when they talk about the volume, you can see it when they're moving around because they have other cameras on set as they're talking about like doing the documentary stuff, and you can see that the main camera, as it moves, it just, the background goes crazy. But they can also do like really interesting intimate stuff, like the season 2 episode where you see the inside of Boba Fett's ship, Slave One, and like how it's all like spins on that axis. And the whole thing was done in the volume with those CG screens super far away, but it looks like this enclosed space because the camera and the special effects made it look like it, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Movie magic is awesome. Anyways, we probably have time for one quick song before we head out. If there's
Let's do Melf's March.
Yeah, Melf's Mighty March. Let's do it.
Morton Cater was a mentor to him, sent him to a mystical plane. Learning magic from a circle of 8, life would never be the same. Always fighting for the forces of good, the glorious, stalwart and kind. First to the fight, last out the door, he'll never leave an ally behind. Mind and soul, bears and soul, always sure as his word, leading the charge to justice with never-ending toughness. He'll never be corrupted. Melf can always be trusted. Found a forger, creator of spells. That's why we all remember his name. Outset arrows flying, videos frying. Each deed adds to his fame. Wisdom deep as an ocean, protecting his friends with devotion, leading the charge to justice with never-ending toughness. He'll never be corrupted. Melf can always be trusted. Forces of chaos, we're undone. It's Melf can't scan the millions of there is done. Heroism was not just a gift as he wielded the spear of Zaggy, leading the charge to justice with never-ending toughness. He'll never be corrupted. Melf can always be trusted, leading the charge to justice with never-ending toughness. He'll never be corrupted. Melf can always be trusted.
Yep,
Yeah,
I really dig that one.
me too.
Anyways, this brings us to the end of episode 32 of Bardic Inspiration. We will catch you next episode or the one after. In one of the upcoming episodes, we will do a song about mimics. In the meantime, Jason, what's going on? What do you want to shout out?
Well, tomorrow night I've got my show on my channel called Whatever You Want Wednesdays, and I've definitely added a lot of songs from our show to my list. Here's my channel right here. Boop. There's me holding a little sword. So please give me a follow there. Friday, for the next 5 Fridays, I'm on the Satine Phoenix channel at 5 for Sirens, Battle of the Bards. We're raising money for the Battle of the Bards book, and we've already raised $130,000. Come check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's great
6
to
or
do
7
more.
times the funding goal last I checked. It was doing good.
Yeah, and so it's great to be able to reprise my character Brig Hellclaw on there. But let's see. And then, of course, Saturdays, one of the sponsors being Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is my show, The Gax Pack, on GaryCon Live, which is a channel dedicated to GaryCon, which is a convention dedicated to Gary Gygax, the co-creator of Dungeons & Dragons. And so on Saturdays at 5, I DM a really fun campaign called the Gax Pack, and it stars Abria Iyengar, B. Dave Walters, Adriana Cazador, Eric Campbell, and Vivid Vivka. So mark that down on Saturdays at 5, brought to you by Idle Champions.
Yep. Super cool stuff. I didn't realize that Sirens was on Fridays. I thought it was on Thursdays because the thing was on Thursday last week.
That was the day they launched the campaign, and that was on a Thursdays, but Sirens is now on Fridays.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
So that was like a special one-off like adventure with different cast members, and then we started our adventure on Friday.
Oh, okay. I got totally confused by that. Well, thank you for clarifying.
No
Yeah,
problem.
check those things out. Those things are awesome. And you know who else is awesome? You're awesome. And I'm not just pointing at Jason, but like Jason/audience. You.
The audience is awesome. I knew what
guys
you were
are
talking
awesome.
about.
Thank you for helping us write a song about gelatinous cubes. Truly getting them the justice that they deserve. And yeah, we will catch you. Let's see, it's Tuesday, so we'll catch you tomorrow with Mars Guiding Hand, and then we have a whole bunch of extra special stuff planned for Thursday, Friday, community celebration, and we'll be streaming starting at 7 a.m. Pacific on Thursday and wrapping up at 4 p.m. and on Friday starting at 9 a.m. and wrapping up at 5 p.m. So giving away lots of stuff, including Bardic inspiration shirts and other cool stuff. So yeah, check us out then. In the meantime, take care of each other. Have a great week, and I will see you on Thursday for my last ever episode of Idle Insights. Cheers.
No.
Yep.
Last ever.
Yeah. Todd's doing it.